Indeed, India's Amrit Pal Singh joins us for more on this. Well, Amrit, a major victory for India's efforts as the US puts TRF on the designated terrorist. MEA also has welcomed the decision. What does it mean for India?
Well, it means it's an important step, as the Ministry of External Affairs is saying, in the counterterrorism cooperation between the two countries. Given the fact that the United States has now designated the TRF as a foreign terrorist organization and a specially designated global terror organization, something which India had been pushing for a very long time. This is not the first time that India had raised the TRF issue. Even before the Pahalgam attack, India had asked, pleaded before both the UNSC and told the United States that this is just a front and a proxy for the Lashkar-e-Taiba, which is a banned organization, which is a designated organization by the US. It's LET by another name. After the Pahalgam attack, the United States realized the gravity of it, so it's a welcome step, but in another step in the deep terror cooperation, as the Indian Foreign Ministry has put it.
All right, Amrit, for the benefit of our viewers, if you could explain what exactly is TRF?
Okay, TRF is the resistance front. It's also known by another name, the Kashmir Front. It is a terror organization which operates out of Pakistan. Once the Lashkar-e-Taiba was banned and put on the designated list, they changed the name to Jamaat-ud-Dawa. Then, the activities of Jamaat-ud-Dawa also came under the scanner. They launched this organization, which was essentially Hafiz Saeed and his LET were using this organization for terrorist activities in Jammu and Kashmir. And they consistently kept sending terrorists into Jammu and Kashmir. So the TRF operates out of the headquarters in Muridke. We have seen there is one terrorist by the name of Sadil Jatt, who is said to have conspired, has this whole conspiracy of the Pahalgam attacks. Keeping in Pakistan. He's a commander of the Lashkar. So he recruited a man called Suleiman, who crossed into India in 2022. He ambushed an army vehicle, was successful in, martyring 5 of our soldiers. Then he lay low for about, 2.5 years. Care was taken that no Kashmiri organizations are used, lest the word goes out. So they kept fixing it on the FTO. So clearly, this is, as India has been consistently saying, the handiwork of the TRF.
All right. All right, Amrit. Also, does this U.S. Announcement signal a deepening of the India-U.S. collaboration in counter-terrorism efforts and affirmation, basically, for cooperation?
Yes, it does. And as I said, the Ministry of External Affairs says it's an important step in counterterrorism. And look at what Marco Rubio has said, and the State Department's press release says. It says that it is a part of, the efforts of that this designation is a part of the efforts to protect, one, the national security of the United States, two, the counterterrorism efforts, and third, President Trump's call for justice in the Pahalgam attacks. So clearly, it is a step in the deep cooperation and ongoing cooperation between the two sides on countering terror.
Right, Amrit. Also, is Pakistan again likely to come under renewed international focus for allegedly harboring these groups linked to Lashkar and its offshoots?
Could you repeat that question again, please?
I was saying, is Pakistan likely to come under pressure now, international focus, for allegedly harboring these groups linked to Lashkar and its offshoots?
Okay, now that's an interesting question because Pakistan will, take the playbook. They'll deny and saying that TRF, we don't support the TRF. It's a terrorist organization. We ourselves are victims of terror, and if the US or anybody wants to go ahead and prescribe them, they are free to do so. We are trying to crack down on them. But yes, it names and shames Pakistan, and it's another step towards the world realizing that Pakistan uses terror as an instrument of state policy, clearly. So, this would, and India's case against Pakistan in the FATF, so the world community is looking at it, yes, and it is naming and shaming Pakistan because these organizations operate out of Pakistan. It is the sovereign responsibility of the Pakistanis. When the Indians attacked Pakistan, the terrorist sites in Pakistan, they gave enough time post-Pahalgam, and India has been persistently saying that please dismantle the terror infrastructure or we will. So the world is slowly, coming around the fact that Pakistan is hand in glove with these terrorist organizations and uses them as strategic assets.
All right, Amrit, as the pressure is increasing, what kind of pressure could this exert on Pakistan, particularly, as you also mentioned, in light of its past with the FATF and ongoing concerns about the terrorist organizations operating within its borders?
Lipakshi, your audio is breaking. Could you repeat the last part of your question, please?
I said, as you mentioned about the FATF, what kind of ongoing concerns about terrorist organizations operating within its borders would Pakistan have?
Well, the concerns are that all the aid that the world gives to Pakistan, including the Bretton Woods institutions like the IMF and the World Bank, this is not directed at by the authorities in Pakistan, especially its military, for the welfare of the people or getting its economy back on track. A part of it goes in sponsoring terror activities, and that is the concern India has been consistently raising with the world bodies and at various international fora. So, Pakistan stands exposed when it comes to that they do aid and use these terrorist organizations against other countries like India.
All right, Amrit, thank you so much for all those details and information.